Hey everyone, Mark here, and tonight we'll talk about discovering your business. And tonight we're going to highlight looking at, let's say you have a auto repair place or an oil change place. What are some things that you can do to really kind of highlight and make that environment comfortable?
Sounds good.
I get my oil changed on my vehicle every 3,000 or 5,000 miles or whatever it is, and I spend time in there. So the couple places I go to make it very comfortable, almost to the point that you don't even want to leave. In fact, a lot of times what I'll find is when I'm at these establishments, what I see is it really kind of conducive for, say, a person like me who's always on the go, doesn't have a lot of time, can kind of squeeze me in at the last minute, and then what ends up happening is I spend time working there. So what things that I've noticed at places that make it really special or unique really kind of starts off with an overall plan. I find that color is very interesting. Really has to get back to kind of what your theme or what your vision for your company is. So paint colors, floor colors, including sort of carpeting, tile, countertops, granite or laminate or whatever you decide you're going to do. I think color, you really have to put a color scheme together for yourself. So when I go in, a lot of times I'm so used to, just kind of looking around and seeing things and like, well, that's a good idea, or I wouldn't do that kind of thing. So I'm really trying to give you a point from a pure customer here. Obviously we're renovating homes and businesses, but I also look and say, hey, I'm a customer of yours. These are things that I think that are great. So, and these are things that you can do to improve, say, your business. And I'm a firm believer if you get people to come into your place of business and they really like it and they really get a chance to sit down and just kind of relax a little bit or maybe do their work, you make it real conducive for them to come on back, especially even if you do a good job with the oil change and everything. So I find that TV screens are real important. It's kind of interactive. It depends on each place, what they have on. Sometimes you'll see a lot of like motor shows, car shows, or you'll see kind of home improvement. It depends. I haven't seen too many interactive TV screens, but there's an avenue there to promote your business. There's an avenue there to promote future services, an avenue maybe to promote coordinating services or businesses that will be able to advertise, maybe get a little money to offset that cost. So you'll probably have to put an electric in, and you can get a real nice big TV. Gosh, TVs are so inexpensive now, a couple $100, I'm guessing $500-600 to put a nice big TV up there, get it located properly. Really in the waiting room, you really want to make it comfortable for the folks. There again, coordinating colors is really important. Have a theme, of what you're going to do in moving forward. So, in some respects, maybe put some nice couches. Some places put a little fake fireplace in there. That's kind of cool. Some put, glass wall with water running down it. So there's a lot of different avenues you can go. Make it comfortable. Make it inviting. Make it for not just the individual coming into the place, into your establishment, but also, say, the kids and stuff. Maybe a little area over in the corner where they can, have some Legos and stuff and just kind of mess around and keep them occupied. I've got kids. I understand, they're not real excited about having that oil change, and they need to, kind of their attention diverted in some respect. So that's really nice. Put a place for the kids. Also, maybe set up like a kind of like a coffee bar area, maybe some water, just some little niceties. The place that I've gone to, I find that they have nice little kind of just like I said, like a beverage area. And you can go and make your own coffee. A lot of places have these Keurigs, real simple, easy, just something you can do on a whim, and it's there. So it really it gives that person a sense of comfort when they go in there. What else? Really what we're trying to say is try to keep it more of a theme in what you want, as opposed to really just kind of staid and very clinical. You really kind of want to create an environment. A little music in the background never hurts either. I just find that even like some of the food restaurants that I've gone into, some of the places have just some background music, whether it's old, 80s, 90s stuff or something current. Just what you're trying to do is engage all of the senses for the individual to say to them, I really enjoyed this place. Let's come on back. So, big comfy couches, maybe a workstation area, say kind of a standing countertop, or a countertop that's kind of a little bit taller, so you can put like say bar stools, free Wi-Fi, access points for people to plug in and charge their phones. We're a mobile society, so make it conducive for the people to come in and get their work done, because people are busy and they want to get stuff done, and they're waiting there half hour, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever. You got a captive audience, and sometimes people are just real busy. Like I said, myself, I'm always on the go. When I run in there, sometimes it's last minute, and I'm just doing work and taking care of business while I'm there, making phone calls, et cetera, et cetera. So really making a nice, comfortable area. Entertainment, magazines, they're still around. Obviously, the television's there for an area for the kids, maybe just to toss around some Legos or whatever. Just somewhere that can be maybe somewhat interactive. Free Wi-Fi, and there again, like I said, the beverage area is real important. Little water, little coffee, tea, whatever, a little Keurig maker. They got a bunch of different choices. People can kind of access it. It's real nice. It's comfortable. The one thing I always want to stress to folks is the type of floors and stuff that you're going to put in. You really want to put something in that doesn't require, say, a lot of maintenance, in the respect that I see that a lot of different institutions or places of businesses have different types of floor surfaces. I see tile, I see carpet. The one that I'm really most kind of high on is the epoxy floors, the acid stain floors where they put a clear coat over it. There's so much out there. What I like about it is, number one, there's no grout. Okay, and trust me, I think tile is fabulous, but not necessarily, tonight we're talking about kind of oil change places or mechanic places where there's a lot of oil and grease and things that kind of can get trapped in that grout and make that grout look just horrible. If that's the case, pick a darker grout, larger tile. Don't go smaller tile format. It doesn't look necessarily as well. I find that the epoxy or polyaspartic coatings on the floors there, you can get some bright blues. You can get it kind of maybe colored to your logo. Do something of that nature, because it's one coating over the whole floor, and you're not having to seal it. And it's easier to keep clean. Try to consistently maintain that through, say, your bathrooms. And that's another thing, folks. I don't know what it is, but if you ever gone into a place and you're like, wow, this bathroom is horrible. I mean, it's just not, and I know that they're not there to impress you necessarily, but have you ever walked into a place and you're like the opposite, and you're like, wow, this bathroom is really awesome. I mean, this is really nice. It's comfortable. It's well taken care of. So, there again, incorporate your colors, incorporate, on your logo, incorporate a theme, put it together, make sure you're using materials that are easy to maintain, that look good, that don't require maybe a lot of maintenance, just a nice sweeping, or just a washing of the floor, a washing of the countertops, harder surfaces like quartz. Quartz can get a little pricey, but if you can find some remnants, or even going to a Corian. Corian's come up with some neat looking products as of late for countertop surfaces. Those are the things that I'm talking about. So you can incorporate these things into your business. It really makes the place look great, but you're not spending a lot of time on maintaining it. So this is hopefully a few good tips for you. Thanks again for joining me. This is Mark, and I'm Tonight, we're talking about discovering your business, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.